You haven't gotten to that point either.
Nope.
That's where the Nazis show up.
Yeah, I told him about the Nazis.
German science is the greatest in the world.
So I
SpeeeEEEEEDuwaGOHNN.
SpeeeEEEEEEDuwaGOHNN.
He is doing. You know what? It's still funny without context.
It's still funny without the context. This is the thing. 'Cause it's just like SpeeeEEEEEEDuwaGOHNN.
Okay, Lucas.
Okay. So, long story short, starting in part 3, all the relevant characters have punch ghosts. But some of the punch ghosts do things that aren't punching.
Some of them stab.
Some of them stab.
Some of them turn you into snails using rainbows.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I didn't include that one because it was getting too long. I wish I could have, though.
I don't even remember what that one is.
It was Weather Report.
That makes sense.
Alright. So, Lucas.
Who's this?
My.
Who's this beautiful punch boy?
Like, what do you think his power is? And then you can try to give us a name.
What do I think his power is? I don't know. It looks like, based off of his purple aura, I would like to say grape juice.
Is that his power or his name?
Both.
Alright, so he's grape juice.
Grape juice.
This is Star Platinum.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
He can stop time.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Later.
That was a spoiler.
That was a big... Lucas is fine with spoilers, he told
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
For most of part 3, Star Platinum's power is punching. He can also make his finger really long and poke people with it.
He does that twice.
He does it twice.
It's never explained how
he never does it again.
You know, grape juice can do that to you.
Grape juice.
Grape juice.
Who's this?
Wait, do you want also who?
Okay, first of all, do you know who this is?
Oh. I don't know.
That's the Jojo from part 2, except he's old.
Oh, okay.
You haven't gotten to part 2 yet, so...
Yeah,
you just... He's a real rowdy boy.
A real boy.
He's a real rowdy, dirty boy.
That becomes Indiana Jones.
He basically is Indiana Jones. So the stand is the vines.
Okay.
So what do they do, and what's its name?
Let's see.
Grape Juice Part 2.
Yeah.
Grape Juice 2,
those are
Electric
awesome.
Boogaloo.
I don't know. Let's see. I want to say... I don't even know. I want to say... I mean, I really want to say grape juice.
like grandfather, like grandson, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Wait, so, okay. Power, I want to say, because the TV's there, I want to say, like, electricity. Like, it's reaching into the television.
Yeah.
Aha.
I mean, that's pretty close.
Yeah, you got it. Like, you got part of it. He can reach into the television, and he uses this power. If he smashes a camera, a photo will come out that shows, like, the future.
Okay.
If he can use a television to divine the future as well, which is what he's doing here.
He basically makes useful pictures.
He also uses his stand to cheat at video games.
That works.
And he Indiana Jones it like a rope.
Yeah, he can in fact use it to Spider-Man around Egypt.
Okay.
This is Hermit Purple.
So it's closer to grape juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer to grape juice. Who's this?
This is one of Danny's favorite boys.
This is my boy.
Okay. I'm gonna say Ben 10.
Yeah, you know what?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
What does he do?
What does he do?
He shoots green light out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much
Yeah. That's pretty much. This is Hierophant Green.
I see.
He does shoot out green stuff.
His powers are he can turn into tendrils.
Okay.
Technical powers.
He can possess people, but he only does it once.
No, he does it twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Death 13? Does
Death 13 and the nurse.
Yeah, okay, he does it twice. Was the painting thing just dramatic effect?
I think it was.
Alright, there's this one part at the beginning where this Sans user, like, paints a picture of Jotaro, and then, like, paints an injury on it, and then that happens to actual Jotaro, and then it never happens again. This is never even addressed. But then there's also the Emerald Splash, which is where Hierophant Green can shoot a bunch of emeralds out of its hands, and no one can deflect it, except for when they do.
Okay.
Which is everyone.
Every Emerald Splash is useful once, and he doesn't even hit an enemy. He just hits a clock tower. And we're not gonna address this, because I'm still mad. Who's this?
What in the world?
KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Cena.
Yeah, I'll say,
It's Buff Cena.
Cena's been working out.
yeah.
Alright.
I'll say Satan Go-Go Wonder Woman Beak Person.
Alright, Satan Go-Go Wonder Woman Beak Person. What does it do?
Flame.
Yes.
Not fire. Flame.
Yes. This is Magician's Red. If you can't tell, they're all named after tarot cards in the first part of part 3.
So that'll give you one hint.
That'll give you one hint. Who's this?
Yeah.
This is Lauren's favorite boy.
Well, one of my favorites.
One of your favorite boys.
I see. Well, it looks like Night Gray. I'll go to, if I'm following.
I mean, pretty close.
You're pretty close.
If
First
I'm
of all, can we talk about
yeah, what
his
is
hair?
That's Polnareff. He's an idiot, and we love him.
He has the best hair. This is Silver Chariot. So Night Gray.
Night Gray.
It's actually really close.
Yeah, his powers are he's really fast and he's stabby stab.
He's basically just a
Stabby
really
stab.
cool sword fighter. We're gonna come back to this guy later in the slideshow.
I see.
Things happen. I didn't think you were gonna put this one in here.
Alright, so first guess which one is the stand.
Which one is the ghost?
Which one's the punch ghost and which one's the user?
I don't. You know, I want to say that the ape man sailor person is the user, and then the
yeah, the boat's the stand. It's an evil boat that kills people, and that's all it does.
well,
Guess the stand's name and guess the user's name.
okay. Well,
Which is the best part.
let's see. For the ape man, I want to say, Sir Ronald Aperson. And
I love that name better than his actual name.
And then for the boat, I want to say, let's see.
Mr. Jotaro, tear down this wall.
Let's see. I want to see. Okay. I want to say Titanic True Self.
This is strength.
I see. It's what the Titanic wants to be.
It is. It's what the Titanic wants to be. So the stand's name is Strength. The user's name is Forever.
For it. Okay. He doesn't really look like a forever to me.
He doesn't last forever.
No.
Oh no.
He's in there for one episode.
Does he get crushed by his own boat?
Kind of. Jotaro beats him up
Oh Lord.
With his punchy.
with his punch ghost.
And his long fingers.
Is that one of the episodes where he uses Starfinger?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
did.
it is, because he gets stuck in the boat and then he uses Starfinger. Alright, what's this?
Water gun.
I wish that's what it was.
I...
It's a water gun.
It's a water gun.
It's a water gun. This is Emperor.
Its power is it shoots one bullet, but the bullet can go anywhere.
It has infinite bullets, but you can shoot them one at a time, and he can control the trajectory of the bullets.
I see.
This is its user, Whole Horse. He's a cowboy.
Ah, good.
It's never explained why it's cowboy.
Araki really wanted to write cowboys. That's why part 7 happened.
Yep. I mean, that's probably the best picture of it.
Is there both a stand and a user in this picture?
No.
No? Okay.
That would be amazing.
That would be, the stand is just used by a rock. Well, I mean, we have a turtle later,
That
so
is
it's
true.
not...
They have a turtle?
Mr. President.
Oh, no.
So, the tarot cards have ended by now.
Okay.
There's a new theme.
There's a new theme, and you're gonna guess what it is the moment you find out this one's name.
Okay.
I actually forgot what this one's name is.
I want to say, Pluggy A.
Pluggy A.
Pluggy A.
And
There's
what...
What does Pluggy A do?
Let's see. I'd like to say that it shoots electricity, but...
You know that's not it.
I know that's not it.
It makes too much sense.
I
That's what everyone else thought.
don't know.
Okay. This is
I'm scared.
Bastet.
Okay. So, okay.
And Bastet, if you touch it, it will magnetize you. And you'll attract any metal object or any other thing magnetized by Bastet.
I see.
Until you get crushed.
Until you get crushed by the amount of things that are magnetized towards you.
Like a car.
This is a comic relief episode through and through, okay?
But it's also terrifying.
It's terrifying in concept, hilarious in execution.
Okay.
Alright, who's this?
Oh my.
Okay,
Okay.
so like,
Power.
these two, this is just the user. These two are from the OVA. This is from the manga, this is from the video game. So,
Well, okay, the user. What's the user?
what's the user's name? Because it's important.
Okay. Because he's trying to just look at something and hide right there. I'm gonna call him Mr. Shadow.
That's a better name than his actual name.
Oh no.
It's such a better name.
What's the power?
What's the stand's power and what's the stand's name?
Well, it looks like he's eating himself there.
Yes.
So, I'd like to. I don't even. I'd like to say that he turns himself inside out, and then throws his organs at people.
You're kind of close.
Oh no, that's not good.
What's his name?
Oh, I don't even. I'll call him Reverso.
Reverso is a better name than the actual name. The stand's name is Cream.
Cream.
And the user's name is Vanilla Ice.
Oh no.
This is one of the most intimidating and consequential villains in part 3. He's a vampire.
Okay.
And Cream's power is that when he eats himself, he creates a pocket dimension that destroys anything that come in contact with it.
Okay. Well, at least I got the eating himself right.
You got the eating himself right. He kills people.
Vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream. Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
It's really not good. Who's this?
Yeah.
Well, that's Wolverine. But
You're not wrong.
That's Wolverine.
That's Wolverine.
That's
yeah,
Wolverine.
you're right. That's Wolverine.
What does he do?
What is... Okay, you're not right. But, like, what does this boy do?
well,
I don't think we should tell him what it does.
Yeah, let's not tell you what it does. You
can
might
guess.
You might remember what it does from the memes once we tell you what this dude's name is.
Okay. Well.
I'm still mad. This is a cool piece of art, and this is from Eyes of Heaven, I think. This is the world.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Zawarda.
What a
Yeah.
good boy.
So stopping time.
Stopping time, yeah. Who's this?
Yes, my other boy.
This is Lauren's other favorite boy.
Let's see. I don't even.
Kind of looks like the world.
Yeah, that was the...
Yeah.
Because Araki was like, I like the world so much, but I didn't get a lot of time with him, so we do it again.
Let's
but
do
this
this
time
again.
with more spikies.
I was gonna call him Rock Skin.
What's his power?
What's his power?
Oh, there's a dog right
Oh, by the way, this is when the names just start to be like music and band references.
Oh, I see. Oh, well then I'll call him Led Zeppelin. And let's see, his power is he's heavy.
The sad thing about that is that actually is one of the stand powers.
Yeah,
a
that's
different stand.
There's a different... Yeah, I didn't include Echoes.
Dang it.
Because I ran out of space.
That's fine.
But, yeah, there's a different stand whose power is heaviness.
Heavy.
Just heavy. This is Crazy Diamond,
I see.
or as known in the Crunchyroll dub because of copyright issues, Shining Diamond.
Okay.
Crazy Diamond's power is that it can break something and then put it back together.
I see.
It's a healing stand.
So, if you're injured, it can punch you, make you worse, and then fix
make you better.
Oh, Lord.
It has to punch you. It has to give physical context first, which means punch you.
It needs to punch.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's the whole point behind Crazy Diamond, honestly. Who's this?
Oh. I see he has a dollar sign.
It has nothing to do with
That has nothing to do with
see.
it.
Interesting.
Or the character who it belongs to. Like, I don't know, why does Okuyasu have dollar signs on his
I
shirt?
don't know. It's
No
not
one
explained.
knows. Does he still live in the abandoned house with his blob dad at the end of part 4?
Okay. I'll call him Tin Spider-Man because he's got nice little web hands.
Okay, what does he do?
It looks like he's about to throw something in that other picture. I'm gonna say, for my name, and even though you said the dollar signs have nothing to do with anything, I really want to say he just raps at someone.
That's awesome. I want a stand with that power. This is the hand.
Okay.
And his power is that he can swipe something with his hand and erase it from existence.
Oh my.
So a little bit like Cream, except instead of eating himself, he just swipes at it.
This is one of the most powerful stands, but...
Its user is a total idiot, so it got nerfed.
Yep.
I see.
Who's
Well-
this?
Well...
The person isn't the stand.
Wait, okay. So the person's the user?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what's the stand?
The electrical power.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna call him G.I. Joe.
The stand or the person?
This is the person.
Okay, his name's G.I. Joe now. I don't even remember his actual name.
Me neither.
G.I. Joe, and his power is to scream very loudly and harness the power of electricity.
That's a different stand. That's Chili Pepper, or Red Hot Chili Pepper, who I didn't include in this either. I should have. I should have included Chili Pepper's manga design is so funny.
What's its name?
What's the stand's name?
Name this tower.
Elect-Rick. That's
Amazing.
Electric.
All right, I will say there's another stand in part 3 called Tower of Grey, which is like a fly. This gray tower is called Superfly.
I see.
And what Superfly does is the user lives inside the tower, and the tower doesn't let him leave. He's stuck there. It's the worst stand.
That sounds like...
It's completely useless.
He doesn't mind, though. Like, the resolution of the fight is that he's just like, well, I mean, I don't really mind being stuck in there. And everyone's like, cool. And he becomes a tourist attraction.
I see. Just, you must use your power to fight evil, but evil must come to you because I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my.
So these are 3 parts of the same stand.
Danny's favorite.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite stand design.
Okay.
This is like, I love this stand. This is my Discord icon right now.
Oh yeah.
Because the animation on this dude is pretty quality sometimes. So this is the first part of the stand, this is the second part, and this is the third part. They all have different names, but they're all themed around the same general reference.
Okay.
What do they do?
They all do different things.
They all do different variations on a theme, and what are their names?
Okay, I'm gonna call the overall thing Boogeyman. And this is...
I love that.
So, in that, I'll call the first one Boogie Cat, and then I'll call the second one Boogie Turtle, and then the
Boogie Turtle's in part 5.
Boogie Turtle. And then the third one I'll call Boogie Rippin' Space Time.
Yeah, that's what the third one does.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Now what did the other 2 do?
Let's see. The first one, just the first one walks up to people and just rubs his face on people, and they die. And
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm getting better at this.
You're getting better at this.
And then the second one, I'd like to say it charges at something and explodes.
You got it. That's exactly what it does.
Okay.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really good at this.
That's exactly what that one does. This one's Killer Queen, this one's Sheer Heart Attack, and this one is Killer Queen's third ability, Bites the Dust.
Another one bites the dust. Oh, and then Killer Queen. Oh, I get it. Okay.
Killer Queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam.
And the user is David Bowie. It's fine.
The user's appearance is based on David Bowie.
Oh,
He's
I
the
love
villain
it.
of part 4, whose entire arc is that he wants to get away with murder because he has a fetish for severed hands. That's his motivation. Part 4 is weird, okay?
It's also, I don't know which part I like better, 3 or 4, but they're both my favorite.
They're both great. I like both of them better than 5, I'll be honest. 5's still good.
But 5, but like it has a different vibe.
It has a much different vibe.
Yeah.
I like it. So Killer Queen.
But you can't beat Killer Queen.
What Killer Queen does is it touches something and turns it into a bomb.
Okay.
And it can detonate it whenever
It can detonate it whenever it wants.
Cool.
Sheer Heart Attack.
It detects heat.
Sheer Heart Attack detects heat, and when it detects heat, it charges at it and explodes.
Oh, cool.
So you got that exactly right. And Bites the Dust. So what Bites the Dust does...
This is complicated.
So,
Oh no.
Kira Yoshikage doesn't want people to find out his identity. So what Bites the Dust does is it's attached to... Okay, Kira Yoshikage stole someone's face and kind of took his life.
I see.
So he attached Bites the Dust to the son of the person whose face he stole. And so now, if anyone finds out Kira's identity, or tries to ask the son about Kira's identity, or if the son tries to tell anyone about Kira's identity, that person will explode and then time will reset by an hour.
Oh, that's good. Yep.
It's the most... they end up defeating him by tricking him into revealing his own identity. Yeah, that's Bites the Dust. It's the most convenient power ever.
Yeah.
I think it's a Requiem stand.
Maybe.
I know it's technically not, but
But
it operates exactly the same as one.
I mean, they did have the arrow.
Who's this?
Oh my.
Well, these are 2 variations on the same stand.
Okay.
It's the same boy.
It's the same boy.
This is the same boy.
I like
Let's-
how pouty his lips are.
Yes.
What do we call him? Clockwork Majesty.
That's a cool ass name.
I
Thank you.
wish that was his name.
And then who's this? It's the same stand with one word attached to its name.
Bob.
Bob.
Majesty Bob.
Clockwork Majesty Bob.
Clockwork Majesty.
What does he do?
What do both of these guys do?
Let's see. They they sort of they float. That's
it?
That's it.
That's it?
They just sort of hover up in the air, and they can make other things hover up in the air.
Isn't that another stand?
I feel
It's
like that.
gotta be another stand. There is. It's the one that Mista fights after when they're on the island when they meet Trish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called.
Me neither, I can't remember.
Anyway, that is another stand.
I see.
It's completely forgettable, as you can see.
Yes.
These first two are Gold Experience, and this is Gold Experience Requiem, which is basically just an upgraded form. What Gold Experience can do is...
A lot.
A lot. Okay, so its first and foremost power is the ability to turn things into living things. So, like, it can turn...
A rock into a frog. Frog is his specialty.
It can turn a rock into a frog. He robs someone by turning their money into butterflies at one point, which is the coolest way to rob someone. He then turns around and uses the money to buy a kid ice cream, I think.
Or
Yeah. Something like that.
Wholesome.
Giorno is a good boy.
Even though he's part of the mafia.
He joins the mafia because drugs are bad.
I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Drugs, which are good, which are bad. But Gold Experience can also, if it punches you right, then it'll make your brain move faster than your body, so you have an out-of-body experience and are completely useless to yourself.
Cool.
And God, what's the other thing it can do?
It can kind of heal people.
It can kind of heal people, but through a really circuitous route where it like turns things into the parts of the body that have been damaged and then sticks them in there.
Okay.
It's very inconvenient.
It's like crazy. It's like
Isn't
trying.
It also super painful compared to crazy dying?
Yeah. Oh, also, if you hit the things that it turns into living creatures, all the damage circles back on you.
Okay. So it's like karma.
Yeah. And then Gold Experience Requiem can... Well, it's never really established what Gold Experience Requiem does, except it traps... Do you mind spoilers?
No, you can do.
It traps the main villain of the series in an infinite death loop where he almost dies, but doesn't, and then shows up at a different point in time where he's almost dying again, and this goes on forever.
Dormammu, I'm here to make a deal.
Yes, that's it! That's what Gold Experience Requiem does.
I see.
Who's this?
Well, I want to say, it looks like, I can't think of, I'm trying to remember what it reminds me of. It looks like a mixture of like the, from Hellboy, the like Loch Ness, or not Loch Ness monster, but like the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then it also looks like there's like some sort of beetle creature and something, but I can't remember what it. But yeah. But I'm gonna call it RoboCop.
It does look like RoboCop. What does it do?
Let's see. I want to say it absorbs like anything that you throw at it, like anything like if you punch or anything like that, it just absorbs that damage.
I feel like that's another stand too.
I mean, that's kind of Golden Experience in a way.
It kind of is. All right, this is Sticky Fingers,
Okay.
or in the English dub, Zipper Man. What he does is he creates zippers that can unzip things. He can reattach limbs with them. He can disattach limbs with them.
He can zip into different dimensions.
Yeah, and the zippers access an alternate dimension.
We don't know where it goes.
We don't know where it goes. My headcanon is it goes the same place that the hand and cream does. Okay.
It is just a weird storage.
Just a weird pocket storage dimension.
Just
Abdul's in there, just floating.
Poor Abdul.
It's just like a bunch of stuff from Morio starts showing up and he's like, what? Alright, who are these little dudes?
Oh no. Let's see. Okay, wow, wait. Is that a bullet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those things are even tinier than I
They're
thought they were.
very small and I love them.
Okay.
Their user.
Yeah.
I'll call them the nonsenses.
Alright.
What do they do?
I don't even know. Seeing as they're, I don't know what they're doing to that bullet, but I'd like to say that they're like Ant-Man, and they just sort of like do, like push things and like mess with things without being noticed. Like they're just tiny little, like pressing the bullet, making it go somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do, pressing the bullet, making it go somewhere else.
Haha.
These are the Sex Pistols.
Ah, good. Yes.
And the user has a gun, and he fires just regular pistols, and they kick it around a soccer ball.
Yeah, he has a regular old gun, and they kick the bullets around. They're like a worse emperor. Who's this thick boy?
Thick boy?
Thick. Kind of.
Let's see.
Super useful stand.
Very useful
never
stand.
Use it, like, ever.
Well, they use it in the next arc, and it goes pretty well for them.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't go well for them. It goes horribly for them.
Oh, I want to call it Emperor Purpletine. Emperor Purpletine, as in Emperor Palpatine, but it's purple. Emperor Purpletine.
Emperor Purpletine. I love it. What does it do?
I don't know. Let's see. It looks like Emperor Purpletine just sort of grabs space-time and ripples it.
That's a cool power.
Thank you.
All right, this is
Lonely Heart.
We'll get to Lonely Heart after we get through the canon stand. So this is Moody Blues.
Okay.
Or Moody Jazz.
Or Moody Jazz in the dub. Moody Blues can replay something. So like, I think in the latest episode he like uses Moody Blues to replay like a pilot, so it takes the guys at the pilot and repeats his actions from the past 6 hours and uses it to fly a plane.
Cool. I feel like rippling space-time sort of is that.
It's kind of that. You were kind of right.
Since like.
But I think you can only do it to like one person.
Yeah, you can only do it to one person at a time.
Okay.
He tries to make it useful. He tries.
He's just not good at it. Also, I like your nails. You did a very good job.
Yeah.
DNA.
Did very nice.
DNA. Okay.
Oh.
This is the
Yes, my boy.
This is Lauren's boy again. Kind of.
Silver Chariot, Crazy Diamond, Star Platinum, and this boy.
Who's this boy?
Sheldon Cooper.
Alright, who's the stand? The stand is the key, and there's a living room in it.
Okay.
You can go into the living room.
I see.
They use it to transport the whole crew.
Okay.
It's like their minivan.
Their minivan is a turtle.
It's like Sorrel's Pokédex.
It is. It's Sorrel's Pokédex, but it's a turtle.
That's good.
We should ask Sorrel to make it. We should ask Elliot if it can be a turtle now.
So I'm naming the key?
Yes.
I see.
You have named the turtle Sheldon Cooper, now you must name the key.
Sheldon Cooper and
There is a theme to this, but it's really obscure.
Okay. Let's see. I'll call it IKEA.
IKEA. God bless. Alright, so the
even better.
The turtle's name for most of part 5 is Coco Jumbo.
Okay.
I'll get to what its name is for the rest of part 5 in a bit. The stand's name is Mr. President.
It's Mr. President. Because it's the Oval Office.
It's the Oval Office.
Mr. President.
They get transported in the Oval Office. It's fine.
It's fine. This is fine.
Mr. President.
Alright, who are these two? Do you even know who these two are?
If I do, I don't remember.
Fighting mode.
Do, 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 do.
Let's see. I'll call this. Okay, I'll call the big one that's most of the picture. I'll call it Frankenstein.
All right.
And then is the other one just that
It's just the little guy on the bottom of the panel.
Okay. Let's see. I'll call him Cam because he has a little camera.
All right, Frankenstein and Cam. What do
Yeah.
they do? I don't know what Cam does. Don't tell me what Cam does. I really don't. I know what Frankenstein does, though.
Let's see. I don't know. I'd like to say that Frankenstein can control other people, and then Cam records it.
All right, you could be right about Cam. You could not be. I don't know. This is Green Day, and this is Oasis.
I see.
Oasis, I don't know. Green Day creates a flesh-eating mold, the effects of which increase based on the difference in altitude.
I see. Very scientific.
Yeah. And
some of them have like actual like rules, and other ones have star plat fingers.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that the user of this stand can use it to control his own arms. Like, I don't know. I haven't gotten to this part yet. Okay, who's this?
Oh my.
The smaller face also has a name.
I see.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. Let's see. I'll call this wonderful person Go-Go.
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 I love it.
And then I'll call the little head on its head a Go-Go.
A Go-Go. I adore that so much. What do they do? It's a real question. How does it work?
How does it work? I don't know.
Neither does anyone else. But what is...
Also, that's just its normal expression.
That's just its normal expression.
It always looks like it's in a crisis.
It's having a constant crisis at all times.
I see.
Can we appreciate the like pink crop top thing going on?
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'd like to say, I don't even know. Just, I'll go with, it dances.
All right.
Yep.
So this is King Crimson.
I see.
The smaller face is called Epitaph,
Okay.
as in the song by King Crimson. And what King Crimson does, so Epitaph sees into the future.
Okay.
King Crimson activates his power, acts according to what Epitaph sees, and then erases the past 10 seconds.
Okay.
I hope I explained that well enough.
Like, someone will, like, he knows that someone's gonna punch, and then he erases the 10 seconds, and then kicks where they were going to be.
Yeah, so, like, he knows someone's gonna punch him. So he activates his power, moves out of the way of the punch, and then erases the time that he moved out of the way of the punch.
Okay.
How does it work?
That's
like,
what.
A lot of these stands in part 5, I still don't know how they work. I'm just like...
Yeah. All right.
That's why he looks like he's always in a crisis.
Yeah, you're just wondering how he works. Who's this?
Whoa.
I'll give you a hint. We have seen him before, sort of.
Okay. Let's see. I don't even know. That's such an amazing costume.
I know, I love this guy's design.
I always will love it. No matter which...
And I will always love you.
I don't... It's just so magnificent. I'll call... Actually, yeah, okay. I'll call this one... I don't... I can't think of anything. It's just... I'll call it darkness.
Darkness. And
Darkness.
the real question, what does darkness do?
It stabs with that little spear thing.
Well, you're kind of close, but actually the opposite. Because it got stabbed with the spear thing, turned into what it is now, and now tries to prevent anyone else from stabbing people with the spear thing.
But then why does he carry the spear thing around with him?
Because he's trying to protect it.
I see.
Yeah. This...
It's just like, no one can have it.
Exactly. This is Chariot Requiem.
Okay.
It used to be Silver Chariot.
Okay.
The fancy boy.
Oh.
But then some shenanigans happened.
And now he looks like...
that,
a
which is
wizard.
hella. And here's what Chariot Requiem does. It makes everyone around him fall asleep, and when they wake up, they switch bodies. And if they don't stop Chariot Requiem in time because through some shenanigans it's out of control, they'll all turn into stands.
Okay.
Also, through the body switching shenanigan, Polnareff got turned into the turtle.
I see.
Remember the dude with the hair?
Oh, yeah.
He's the turtle now.
Oh.
Now he controls Mr. President.
He controls Mr. President.
He controls Mr. President.
Does he just, like, is he the turtle, or does he just, like, live in Mr. President?
We don't know.
Who knows? Who's this? This is my favorite stand design out of all the, like, main Jojo stands.
Yeah.
I love her.
Okay. I don't know. I'll call her Ocean Blue.
Well, the part she's from is called Stone Ocean, so...
Cool.
Pretty close.
Yeah. And what does she do?
I want to say... I don't know. I feel like one of the powers is to control water. But then there's also those little balls. Just she can make the balls pop off and throw them at people.
That would make too much sense.
Yes.
This is stone free.
Okay.
And her powers are A, punching things.
Ah.
And B, she can turn into string.
I see.
Into noodles.
She can turn into string. This is
It's the most useless.
the most notable use of this power is that she ties a child to a dolphin and then has the dolphin swim away as fast as possible because they can't defeat the bad guys, so they're just running away.
Okay.
Alright, who's this?
That's an interesting question.
It's got a gun.
That's just a normal gun that it has.
Okay.
It got a gun.
Look out, it has a gun!
What do you have there? A knife. No.
No!
Okay, I'll call this one, I don't even know. I'll call it the King.
The King.
The
That's
King.
a cool ass name, though.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
The Italian scallion from VeggieTales, the hat.
Oh my gosh, Lauren!
Can
Alright.
be the Italian scallion from now.
Yeah,
What is
the Italian
what does
scallion.
King Italian Scallion do? Alright, Lauren, do you know this?
I do
character?
not know this
Hey,
character
you
yet.
you guess the Italian Stallion.
Yeah.
Well,
Scallion.
it has like a DNA thing going on
Yeah.
across it, so I feel like it's probably not, but I feel like it's got some DNA shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
Or it does something with time. One or the other.
Well, its evolution does something with time, but it doesn't. And what's your guess?
Yeah, I saw the TG A and C's, and I was like, oh, interesting. But I think,
That would make too much sense.
yeah, I was
So
like,
if it doesn't-
those are just there.
They're just honestly they are just there.
Okay, so if it doesn't do that, then I'm gonna go with the Italian scallion theme, seeing it is really good at sumo wrestling.
I want to say he has to have something in those packs around his waist. I want to say they're little bouncy balls, and he throws little bouncy balls.
The theme is just throwing balls at people.
Yes.
That's all of Stone Ocean. It's just a big dodgeball fight. This is White Snake.
Okay.
White Snake's power is that it can take memories and stands from people and turn them into CDs.
Ah, I see.
Normal CDs that contain all of someone's memories and their stand.
That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
But I kind of love it.
The way that the villain of this arc is defeated is that the child who was tied to the dolphin gets the CD of Weather Report, the other stand that makes the snails, and then murders him.
Okay.
He's defeated by an 11-year-old.
That's good.
I love that.
It's amazing. All right, who's this?
Oh, no.
You're guessing this one too. Who is this?
Like, I've seen the top half. I've never seen the bottom half. So that was a new experience for me.
And the better question, what does it do?
This is Johnny.
Yeah.
And it's an interdimensional dad.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll say that this is Jabroni. Jabroni and his waist-high pony.
Jabroni's waist-high pony.
And together they can go real fast.
Okay, between interdimensional and going real fast, you guys combined got the power right.
Amazing.
I love that. Actually, that makes it better.
So this is Made in Heaven. This is the evolution of Whitesnake. There was another evolution in between there, but it's kind of boring. But what Made in Heaven does is it speeds up time so fast that the universe finishes its run and starts over with a new universe. And the purpose of this is that this stands user wants to fulfill Dio's wishes, because he's super gay for Dio, to create a world where everyone knows exactly what's going to happen to them and is, in theory, happy with it.
Okay.
I don't get it. I think I'm totally wrong about it because I haven't read Stone Ocean all the way through, and it's really complicated. But
basically, the priest is gay for the vampire.
Yeah, you know.
And so he runs fast.
You know,
so he runs fast.
You know Dio from part 1?
Yeah.
He's still relevant.
Oh, I see.
He keeps going.
He just keeps on going. But like, what happens is, Pucci creates this new universe, and then the 11-year-old kills him, so the universe goes out of control and restarts with everything even more different, which is presumably the universe where part 7 and 8 take place in.
Well, it has to be.
It's gotta be.
Because, well, the same presidents happen in our universe as in this universe, but Funny Valentine doesn't exist in our universe, so it has to be a different universe.
Yeah. Who's this?
This takes place in a Western.
This is a Western.
Oh, no.
This is also the alternate universe version of Dio.
I see. Well then, obviously, it's Dionysus. Because he's Dio, and he's a dinosaur.
Honestly, that makes so much sense.
Makes so much sense. This is Scary Monsters. It turns Dio into a dinosaur. He can turn other things into dinosaurs.
That's better.
Scary Monsters.
He can turn other things into dinosaurs also.
I see.
But aren't they like tiny dinosaurs?
They're very little dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's this? Well, this is the President of the United States.
I see. So then,
That's the Easter Bunny.
Yeah. That's I'll say that's Nurse.
All right.
And Nurse helps you by hurting you. But no, it doesn't. It's not hurting you to heal you. It hurts you, and hopefully you'll be thankful later. It hurts you when you need to be hurt.
It gives you paper cuts. It's like every now and then, what doesn't kill you makes
you
you stronger.
It's like, like say for example, you're you're gonna go and fight a bad guy, and then that bad guy is gonna try and cut your arm off. But if your arm's already cut off, then you can't.
There's a stand that does that.
Oh no.
Rolling Stones in part 5. The stand is that it can tell the future. It figures out if someone's gonna die and then kills them first.
That's good.
That's the whole stand. It's one of the worst stands in the series.
Okay, but Superfly.
Superfly's worse. Anyway, so the user's name?
Well, you said that was the president.
Yeah, it's the president.
What's the president's name?
Oh, I see.
Unless this takes place in the future, but then that wouldn't make sense if it was a Western.
It takes place in the 1800s.
Okay, so yeah, this is a completely different universe. Yeah, it has to be.
It is. It absolutely is. But is it the universe that Stone Ocean created, though, is the question.
Well, no, because if it restarted, wouldn't that make sense? But like all the presidents before would still happen, and nothing in America would be affected.
All right, so yeah.
I just don't want it. I want my other bros to be fine.
I want my bros back.
Okay.
Bad things happen to good people in the show.
All the time.
I'll say Curly.
Curly. All right. So the stand is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, or as it's known in the American version, Filthy Acts at a Reasonable Price.
Ah, yes.
And the president is Funny Valentine.
I see.
And this President Funny Valentine of the United States, he wants to find the corpse of Jesus. So he organizes a horse race because that's the most efficient way to find it, of course.
Of course.
A horse is a horse, of course.
A horse, of course, unless, of course, it's a corpse of Jesus. Who's this?
Oh. Wait. Okay. At first I was just looking at the first picture, and then I was like, oh, there's another one, and I looked, and I'm very surprised.
This is the user who's two people combined into one person.
We don't like him.
One of those people is alternate universe Kira, who's also alternate universe Josuke, and then the other's alternate universe Jotaro, maybe? This is why the other universe doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
It's fine, it's okay.
Headcanon, what if the Josuke from part 7 saves Josuke from part 4 in that backstory? Because I feel like time shenanigans still have to happen, because this is Jojo's.
That's a valid headcanon. Also...
And then it breaks dimensions, and that brings all the boys back, and it pulls a crimson chin on everyone.
Please. Let's Eyes of Heaven this sucker. One of the running things in Jojolian, which is part 8, which is what this guy's from, is that the main character has 4 balls, and he needs to figure out why.
Okay.
He needs to find out why this is. He's also amnesiac.
Oh no.
The series gets weird.
Well,
and it never ends.
It never goes. Yeah.
Is this still going, or has it ended?
I think it's about to end, but it's still going.
Okay.
Please let my headcanon. I want that to happen. Rocky finally actually covers a plot point. He goes back and retcons it.
He remembers what he had once forgotten.
Yes.
So I'm gonna call this stand Rowboat, and its power is boat magic.
Like Burke.
It's Burke and Nurble.
It's Burke and Nurble combined into one.
Yep.
That's who Jojolian Josuke is.
He's secretly a stuffed animal
He's
tiger.
Burke and Nurbler combined into the same person.
Can we have that happen? Just at some point, Burke and Nurbler just get combined.
It's equivalent exchange.
Burke and Nurblers, they have a bookstore.
Okay, so
Evelyn.
This is soft and wet.
Okay.
What it does is it makes bubbles that do things, and I don't know. I don't know what they do.
It's boat magic.
It's boat magic. This is not the first character who uses bubbles.
There are many.
That's it.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you think?
I love it.